perform at his absolute best to beat Tyson Fury. Can he improve on that performance? I'm not quite sure. I think that's the limit. Yeah. Can Tyson Fury improve? Absolutely. When
2-0, but it's been so tight and so controversial, the two. We know there's a trilogy on the table. I think they have a third fight, I really do. And they're still a massive fight.
Before AJ.
Hi all, Loz D, Punch Out TV. How are you all doing? On this Christmas day, hope you're all well. Hope you all got what you want. And Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. And thank you for your support. This is a video I wanted to knock together a couple of days ago. Just some more of the boxing pundits who are just absolutely deluded about how good Tyson Fury was in both of these fights, and some of the clips are taken before the fight and one after. But I didn't think that I'd be putting Frampton on here, as I find him quite interesting when he's talking. Obviously the guy knows his sport and stuff like that. But before the fight, in that first clip, when they were sat down talking about what they needed, each fighter needed to do before the fight, Frampton stated that Alexander had gone to that level to beat Tyson Fury in the first fight, and he wasn't sure that he could take it to another level. As he says, he's not sure. But then he came out and said that Tyson Fury would definitely be able to go to that next level. And he picked Tyson Fury to beat Alexander Usyk. Then when Alexander Usyk beats him a second time, even more comfortable than the first time, he then does a backpedal, comes out saying on his Twitter that he thinks that Alexander Usyk is possibly the best fighter of all time, or the best fighter we've ever seen. So, what is it, Carl? Because before the fight, you were adamant that Tyson Fury was going to win this fight. You were adamant he was going to win the first fight. And then all of a sudden, you're doing a backpedal now and saying that he's possibly the best fighter what we've ever seen. I tell you, the brass on these people's necks unreal. And then, obviously, the man in the middle, we all know about him. He's the biggest rimmer out there. Him and Gareth Sniffer Davies. But I don't even want to talk about Simon Jordan, because that man's just an absolute clown. You know, he was all the way through, he said both fights, Fury would beat him. Fury would beat him. Didn't like it when Duke McKenzie put it to him twice that Fury would get beat. He didn't like it when George Grove said that he would get beat. He looked down on them as if them two didn't know anything about boxing. Yet both of them are former world champions and been in the ring. And Simon Jordan's just an armchair fan. Just because he's on a big platform don't mean he knows anything about boxing. Because in my eyes, he doesn't know about boxing. Plus he's a rimmer. But then Buncey in the clip as well, he predicted, not in the clip, in that video, he predicted that Tyson Fury would beat Alexander Usyk. Now, there's nothing wrong with who you predict, as I state on my live streams. But then, after the fight, he came out and said, because both fights were so close, there was nothing in it, that there should be a trilogy. Well, I tell you what, Buncey, you little bunder, I don't know what fight you were watching, but them fights weren't so close at all. The first one was close, the second one, for me, he stole it. And he stole the first one as well, so they weren't close fights. But these are some of the so-called boxing experts who tell you what's going to happen in a fight. Now, we all get fights wrong, of course we do. But then Buncey's banging on for a trilogy. Why would there be a trilogy when he's already been beaten twice. It doesn't make sense. Why would you have a third fight? Because you're painting a picture to the boxing fans that both of these fights were close, so he deserves to go off and have a third fight. No, mate, he got beat both times fair and square. He's a sore loser, saying that he come out and got robbed, but that's another day. But it just shows that the media, why can't you just have the kahunas and come out and say, he got beat, he wasn't good enough, and it's as simple as that. It was no robbery, the first fight wasn't close, he got beat. But you don't, you come out, because it's all about getting access to fighters, as we know, and getting on these payrolls, and getting on these big platforms, so you get a nice check. But I think some of these boxing pundits, there's just more of them added to the round table of clowns, as clowns. You know, Gareth R. Sniffer Davies, he's another one. Dev Sausage and Egg Sarnie, he's another one. But none of them have got the balls to come out and just say, he got beat fair and square. But then one of them backpedals, coming out saying he's possibly now the greatest fighter that we've ever seen, or the greatest heavyweight we've ever seen. And then you've got the other clown asking for a trilogy fight. I don't know. I just think they deluded some of these people. So these are just two more clowns added to the round table. Anyway, enough of that now. Enjoy the rest of your day, what's left of Christmas Day. Peace out, and I'll catch you very soon.